Hello, my beautiful soul. I'm so grateful you've chosen to spend this time with me today. There's something so special about this moment we're sharing, and I want you to know that your presence here is no accident. You've been guided to this message because your heart is ready for something magnificent to unfold in your life. I know you're here because somewhere deep inside you're yearning for more financial freedom, more abundance, more prosperity flowing into your life. And perhaps you've been struggling with money for longer than you'd like to admit. Maybe you've tried different approaches, different methods, different strategies, and yet that breakthrough you're longing for still feels just out of reach. I want you to know that what you're feeling is completely natural and perfectly okay. So many beautiful people just like you have sat exactly where you're sitting right now, feeling frustrated with their financial situation, wondering if true abundance is even possible for them. They've looked at their bank accounts with worry, paid bills with anxiety, and wondered why money seems to come so easily to others while feeling so difficult for them. If this resonates with your experience, please know that you are not alone, and more importantly, you are not broken. Today, we're going to explore something that has the power to completely transform your relationship with money. We're going to discover together how one simple shift in your thinking can open the floodgates of abundance in your life. This isn't about complicated financial strategies or complex investment schemes. This is about something much more fundamental and powerful, the way you think and feel about money itself. I've witnessed thousands of people make this shift, and what happens next is nothing short of miraculous. When you truly change this one core thought pattern, everything in your financial world begins to change. Opportunities start appearing. Money begins flowing from unexpected sources. The universe starts conspiring to bring you exactly what you need and so much more. What we're going to explore together isn't just theory or wishful thinking. This is based on the fundamental truth that your thoughts create your reality, and when you change your thoughts, you change your life. Your financial life is simply a reflection of your inner world, your beliefs, your feelings, and most importantly, your relationship with yourself. Right now, I want you to take a gentle, deep breath with me. Feel yourself settling into this safe space we're creating together. There's no judgment here, no criticism, no shame about where you are financially right now. This is a space of pure love and possibility, where transformation begins with acceptance and self-compassion. Now let's gently explore how your current relationship with money came to be. Understanding this isn't about blame or regret, it's about awareness. And awareness is the first step toward freedom. Most of our beliefs about money were formed when we were very young children, long before we had the ability to choose what we wanted to believe. Think about the household you grew up in, the conversations you overheard about money. Perhaps you heard phrases like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "We can't afford that," or "Rich people are greedy," or "Money is the root of all evil." These weren't just casual comments. They were programming your young mind about what money means and how it behaves in the world. Your sweet little child mind absorbed these beliefs like a sponge, not knowing that they were just opinions, not universal truths. You took on the financial fears and limitations of the adults around you, making them your own. This happened naturally and innocently, but these inherited beliefs now live in your subconscious mind, quietly running the show of your financial life. Many of us learned that money is scarce, that there's never enough, that you have to work incredibly hard to earn it, and that wanting money makes you selfish or shallow. Some learned that money causes problems in relationships, that it changes people for the worse, or that spiritual people shouldn't desire material wealth. These beliefs feel so true because they've been with you for so long. They feel like facts about how the world works rather than simply thoughts that can be changed. But here's what I want you to understand with every fiber of your being. These are just thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. Your current financial situation is not a reflection of your worth as a person or your capacity for abundance. It's simply the result of the programming you received, and just like any program, it can be updated, upgraded, and completely transformed. The beautiful truth is that the universe is infinitely abundant. There is more than enough money for everyone to live comfortably and joyfully. The limitation isn't in the universe, it's in our thinking. And when we change our thinking, we change our reality. So many beautiful souls carry guilt about wanting money, as if desiring financial freedom somehow makes them less spiritual or less good. Let me share something with you that might surprise you. Wanting to be financially abundant is actually a very natural and healthy desire. When you have money, you can take better care of yourself and your loved ones. You can contribute more to causes you care about. You can follow your passions without the stress of financial worry. Money is simply energy, and like all energy, it wants to flow. When you block that flow with limiting beliefs and negative emotions, you create financial struggle in your life. When you allow that energy to flow freely, you create abundance and prosperity. Now let's talk about the one thought that changes everything. After working with thousands of people and witnessing countless financial transformations, I've discovered that there's one core belief that underlies almost all money problems. This belief is so sneaky, so deeply embedded, that most people don't even realize they're carrying it. The belief is this: money is hard to get. This thought might show up in different ways. I have to struggle to earn money. There's never enough. Money doesn't come easily to me. Or I have to work incredibly hard for every dollar. But at its core, it's all the same belief that money is difficult, scarce, and requires tremendous effort to obtain. This single thought creates your entire financial reality. When your subconscious mind believes that money is hard to get, it works tirelessly to prove that belief right. It filters your perceptions so you notice all the ways money feels difficult and miss the opportunities for ease and flow. It influences your decisions, your energy, and even your body language in ways that push abundance away. But what if I told you that the opposite could be just as true? What if money could flow to you easily and naturally? What if abundance was your birthright and struggle was just a learned behavior? What if the universe actually wants you to prosper and is just waiting for you to open yourself to receive? The thought that changes everything is this: money flows to me easily and naturally. When this becomes your core belief about money, everything shifts. Your energy changes, your vibration rises. You start noticing opportunities you never saw before. You make different choices. You take inspired action instead of forced action. This isn't about positive thinking or pretending that your current financial situation doesn't exist. This is about recognizing that your thoughts are creating your reality and choosing thoughts that serve your highest good. When you truly embody the belief that money flows to you easily, the universe responds by bringing you experiences that match that belief. Your subconscious mind is like a faithful servant. It will work day and night to create whatever reality you program it with. Right now, it might be programmed for financial struggle, but it can just as easily be programmed for financial ease and abundance. The choice is yours, and that choice begins with this one powerful thought shift. The beautiful thing about changing this core belief is that it doesn't require you to figure out exactly how the money will come. You don't need to have a detailed plan or know all the steps. You simply need to shift your fundamental relationship with money from one of struggle to one of ease, from scarcity to abundance, from fear to trust. When you make this shift, you become a magnet for prosperity. Opportunities begin appearing in your life. People start offering you things you never expected. New income streams open up. Money starts coming from directions you never anticipated. This isn't magic. This is simply how the universe responds when you align your thoughts and energy with abundance rather than lack. The shift from "money is hard to get" to "money flows to me easily" might seem simple, but don't underestimate its power. This one change in your thinking has the potential to transform not just your bank account, but your entire relationship with life itself. When you believe that good things can come to you easily, you open yourself to receiving all the abundance the universe has waiting for you. Your beautiful heart is already beginning to feel the truth of what we're exploring together. As this new awareness settles into your consciousness, you might notice that old feelings and thoughts about money are starting to surface. This is perfectly natural and actually a wonderful sign that transformation is beginning to happen within you. Sometimes when we start to shift our beliefs, the old patterns fight back a little. You might find yourself thinking, "But this is too good to be true," or "This won't work for someone like me," or "I don't deserve to have money flow easily." These thoughts aren't the truth about you. They're just the old programming trying to keep you safe in familiar territory, even if that territory has been causing you pain. The first step in releasing these old money blocks is to treat them with gentleness and compassion. These beliefs served a purpose at one time in your life. They were your mind's way of trying to protect you from disappointment or hurt. So instead of fighting against them or feeling frustrated with yourself for having them, we're going to lovingly release them, thanking them for trying to keep you safe while letting them know they're no longer needed. One of the most powerful ways to release old money blocks is through forgiveness work. This might surprise you, but so many of our financial struggles are tied to unresolved feelings about past money experiences. Perhaps you're still carrying guilt about a financial mistake you made years ago. Maybe you're angry with yourself for not being where you think you should be financially by now. Or possibly you're holding resentment towards someone who you feel wronged you financially. These old emotional charges around money create energetic blocks that prevent new abundance from flowing into your life. It's like trying to fill a bucket that has holes in the bottom. No matter how much flows in, it keeps draining out through these unhealed places. Let's begin the healing process right now. Place your hand gently on your heart and take a slow, loving breath. Feel the warmth of your own touch and let yourself feel held and supported in this moment. Now, speaking either silently to yourself or softly aloud, let these words flow from your heart. I forgive myself for any financial mistakes I've made. I was doing the best I could with what I knew at the time. I release all guilt and shame about my past financial decisions. Feel those words settling into your heart space. You might notice some emotion coming up, and that's perfectly okay. Let any feelings flow through you without judgment. Tears are often a sign that healing is happening, so honor whatever arises with tenderness. Now let's extend that forgiveness to others who may have influenced your money story. I forgive anyone who taught me limiting beliefs about money. They were sharing what they learned from their own experiences. I release all resentment and anger about past financial hurts. I choose to focus on creating abundance from this moment forward. Another beautiful way to release old money blocks is through what I like to call conscious letting go. This involves becoming aware of the specific thoughts and beliefs that have been limiting you, acknowledging them, and then consciously choosing to release them. Close your eyes for a moment and think about the messages you received about money when you were growing up. What did the important people in your life say about money? How did they act when money was discussed? What emotions surrounded financial conversations in your household? Now, with great gentleness, I want you to recognize that these were just one family's experience with money, not universal truths about how money works. The adults in your life were sharing their own inherited beliefs, their own fears, their own limitations. but you get to choose something different for your life. Take a deep breath and say to yourself, "These old beliefs about money are not my truth. I release them with love and gratitude for the lessons they've taught me. I am now free to create my own relationship with money based on love, abundance, and ease." Sometimes releasing old blocks requires us to look at the specific fears we have about money. Common fears include worrying that having money will change you for the worse, that people will only like you for your money, that you'll become lazy or lose your spiritual connection, or that somehow you'll lose the money as quickly as it comes. Each of these fears is based on old programming, not present moment truth. When you have a loving relationship with yourself, money simply amplifies the good that's already within you. When you understand that your worth comes from who you are, not what you have, money becomes a tool for greater service and joy rather than a source of worry. Here's a beautiful breathing exercise that can help you release financial fear and anxiety. Sit comfortably and place one hand on your heart, one on your belly. As you breathe in slowly through your nose, feel your belly gently expanding. As you breathe out through your mouth, let any worry or tension about money flow out with your breath. With each inhale, breathe in peace and trust. With each exhale, release fear and limitation. Continue this gentle rhythm, feeling yourself becoming more relaxed and open with each breath. This simple practice helps calm your nervous system and create space for new, more positive thoughts about money to take root. Now that we've begun the beautiful work of releasing what no longer serves you, it's time to consciously install new, empowering beliefs about money. This is where the real magic happens, when you deliberately choose what you want to believe and feel about abundance. Your subconscious mind learns through repetition and emotion. The old limiting beliefs became strong because they were repeated countless times and were often accompanied by strong emotions like fear or anxiety. We're going to use this same process, but in a positive direction, to install new beliefs that serve your highest good. The most powerful way to rewire your wealth consciousness is through affirmations that are spoken with genuine feeling and conviction. But these aren't just empty words you repeat mechanically. These are declarations of truth that you're speaking into existence, programming your subconscious mind for abundance and prosperity. Let's start with the core affirmation that represents our fundamental shift. Money flows to me easily and naturally. When you say this, really feel into what it would be like if this were completely true in your life. What would it feel like to wake up each morning knowing that money comes to you effortlessly? How would you carry yourself? How would you make decisions? How would you feel in your body? Here are some additional affirmations that will help strengthen your new wealth consciousness. Say each one slowly, with feeling, allowing the words to sink into your heart. I am worthy of abundant prosperity. The universe wants me to succeed financially. I attract money through joy and love. I am grateful for the wealth that flows to me daily. Money is a positive force in my life. One of the most effective ways to install these new beliefs is through what I call feeling affirmations. Instead of just saying the words, you're going to focus on generating the feeling of already having what you desire. Close your eyes and really feel into what it would be like to have all the money you need and want. Feel the relief of never worrying about bills. Feel the joy of being able to buy beautiful things for yourself and your loved ones. Feel the peace of knowing you're financially secure. Feel the excitement of being able to support causes you care about. Feel the freedom of making choices based on your heart's desires rather than financial limitations. This feeling practice is incredibly powerful because your subconscious mind responds more to emotions than to words. When you can genuinely feel abundant and prosperous, Even before the money shows up in your bank account, you're programming yourself for success. Another beautiful technique for rewiring your wealth consciousness is visualization with specific details. Find a quiet time each day, perhaps in the morning when you first wake up or in the evening before sleep, to spend a few minutes visualizing your abundant life. See yourself checking your bank account and feeling delighted with the numbers you see. See yourself easily paying all your bills with money left over for fun and savings. See yourself making purchases without stress or worry. See yourself being generous with others because you have more than enough. Make these mental pictures as vivid and detailed as possible. The key to effective visualization is to focus on how it feels rather than trying to force specific outcomes. Let yourself feel grateful, peaceful, excited, and joyful as you see your abundant life unfolding. This emotional component is what gives your visualizations power and helps them manifest in your physical reality. Daily practices are essential for strengthening your new wealth consciousness. Consider starting each day by looking in the mirror and speaking loving words of abundance to yourself. You might say, "Good morning, beautiful. Today, money flows to you in wonderful ways. You are worthy of all the abundance life has to offer." Keep a daily abundance journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for financially, no matter how small. Maybe you found a penny on the street, received an unexpected discount, or had enough money to buy groceries without stress. This practice trains your mind to notice abundance rather than lack. Throughout your day, whenever you handle money, whether you're paying bills, making purchases, or receiving payment for your work, do so with gratitude and positive intention. Instead of feeling stressed about spending money, feel grateful that you have money to spend. Instead of worrying about bills, feel appreciative that you have services and goods that enhance your life. Your body holds tremendous wisdom about abundance and prosperity, and learning to connect with your physical experience of wealth consciousness can accelerate your transformation in beautiful ways. So many of us carry financial stress and worry in our bodies without even realizing it, creating tension and constriction that actually blocks the flow of money into our lives. When you think about your current financial situation, where do you feel it in your body? Do your shoulders tense up? Does your stomach tighten? Do you hold your breath? Does your jaw clench? These physical responses to financial thoughts are signs that your body is in a state of stress and resistance, which energetically pushes abundance away. Let's begin to shift this by learning how prosperity feels in your physical body. Sit or stand comfortably and think about a time when you felt truly abundant. Maybe when you had plenty of money, received an unexpected gift, or felt completely provided for. Notice how your body felt in that moment. Most people describe feeling relaxed, open, expansive, and breathing freely. Now, let's consciously create this feeling of abundance in your body right now. Start by taking a deep, full breath that expands your ribcage and belly. Let your shoulders drop and relax. Soften your face and jaw. Feel your feet grounded on the earth, supported and stable. Place your hands on your heart and feel the steady, reliable rhythm of your heartbeat. This is the rhythm of life flowing through you, the same life force that moves abundance through the universe. Feel yourself as part of this flow, connected to the infinite source of all good things. Now expand your awareness to feel the space around your body. Sense yourself as spacious, open, and receptive. This is your natural state when you're aligned with abundance, open, relaxed, and trusting. Practice returning to this physical state whenever you think about money or make financial decisions. Your posture actually influences your thoughts and feelings about money more than you might realize. When you stand or sit in a collapsed, constricted position, you're literally embodying limitation and lack. When you stand tall with your chest open and your head held high, you're embodying confidence and abundance. Try this simple exercise. Think about your biggest financial worry while slouching with your shoulders rounded forward and your head down. Notice how this makes you feel. Now think about that same situation while standing tall with your shoulders back, chest open, and head held high. Feel the difference in your energy and perspective. The way you breathe also affects your relationship with money. Shallow, constricted breathing creates anxiety and limitation. Deep, full breathing creates calm and expansion. Throughout your day, especially when dealing with financial matters, remember to breathe fully and deeply. Here's a powerful breathing technique specifically for attracting abundance. Breathe in slowly while thinking I am open, and breathe out slowly while thinking to receive. Continue this rhythm for several minutes, feeling yourself becoming more receptive and available to the good things life wants to bring you. Your body also responds to gratitude in beautiful ways. When you feel genuinely grateful, your heart rate becomes more coherent, your nervous system relaxes, and you naturally become more magnetic to positive experiences. Take moments throughout your day to place your hand on your heart and feel appreciation for any abundance you're currently experiencing, no matter how small. Even the way you handle physical money affects your prosperity consciousness. When you pay bills, do so with gratitude rather than resentment. When you receive money, take a moment to appreciate it before rushing to spend it. When you see money, even coins on the ground, acknowledge it as a sign that abundance is flowing in your life. Your body is always communicating with the universe through your energy and vibration. When your body feels abundant, relaxed, and grateful, you're sending out a clear signal that you're ready to receive more good things. When your body feels tense, worried, and constricted, you're unconsciously pushing abundance away. The beautiful truth is that you can change your financial reality by changing how abundance feels in your body. As you practice embodying prosperity physically, your external circumstances begin to shift to match your internal state. Your body becomes a powerful ally in creating the abundant life you desire. Now that you've begun to feel abundance in your body and rewire your consciousness for prosperity, it's time to take gentle action steps that support your new relationship with money. These aren't complicated strategies or overwhelming tasks. They're simple, loving practices that help you stay aligned with your abundant nature while inviting more prosperity into your daily experience. The first practical step is creating what I like to call abundance evidence in your life. This means beginning to notice and celebrate every single way that prosperity is already showing up for you. So often we focus on what we don't have that we completely miss the abundance that's already present. Today, right now, you have countless examples of prosperity in your life. You have a roof over your head, which means the universe has provided you with shelter. You have access to clean water, which billions of people consider a luxury. You have clothes to wear, food to eat, and the ability to listen to or read these words, which means you have access to technology and learning. These are all forms of abundance, and acknowledging them helps you vibrate at the frequency of prosperity. Start keeping what I call a prosperity journal. Each evening, write down at least 5 ways abundance showed up in your day. Maybe someone paid for your coffee, you found a great parking spot, you received a kind message from a friend, you had enough money to buy groceries, or you enjoyed a beautiful sunset completely free of charge. The more you notice abundance, the more abundance you'll attract. Another powerful practice is setting clear, loving intentions for your financial goals. Notice I said loving intentions, not desperate or fearful ones. When you set intentions from a place of love and trust rather than fear and desperation, you align yourself with the natural flow of the universe rather than fighting against it. Take some quiet time to connect with your heart and ask yourself, what would I love to experience financially? How much money would allow me to feel peaceful and free? What would I do with abundant wealth? Let your desires arise naturally without judging them or limiting them based on what seems realistic. The universe doesn't know the word impossible, only your mind does. Write down your financial intentions as if they're already happening. Instead of, I want to make more money, write, I am so grateful that money flows to me easily from multiple sources. Instead of, I hope to pay off my debt, write, I celebrate being completely debt-free and financially secure. This way of writing helps your subconscious mind begin creating these realities instead of keeping them in the distant future. One of the most important practical steps is learning to work with the universe as your loving partner rather than trying to force outcomes through struggle and strain. The universe wants to support your prosperity, but it can only give you what you're genuinely open to receive. This means releasing attachment to exactly how your abundance will come and staying open to unexpected opportunities and blessings. Practice saying yes to small opportunities that come your way, even if they don't seem directly related to money. Maybe someone invites you to an event, offers you a chance to learn something new, or suggests a connection that could be helpful. These seemingly unrelated opportunities often lead to wonderful financial blessings in ways you never could have planned. Daily gratitude practice is one of the most powerful tools for attracting more abundance. But this isn't just about listing things you're thankful for. It's about truly feeling appreciation in your heart. When you wake up each morning, before you even get out of bed, place your hand on your heart and feel genuine gratitude for 3 things in your life. Throughout your day, especially when you're spending money, pause to feel grateful. When you pay your rent or mortgage, feel thankful that you have a beautiful place to live. When you buy groceries, appreciate the abundance of food available to you. When you put gas in your car, feel grateful for the freedom to travel. This transforms spending from an anxious activity into a celebration of abundance. Create what I call abundance rituals around your financial activities. When you pay bills, do it with music that makes you feel prosperous and abundant. Light a candle and create a peaceful atmosphere. As you write each check or make each online payment, send it with love and gratitude. This transforms a task that many people dread into a loving practice that attracts more prosperity. Another beautiful practice is visualization with action. Spend a few minutes each day not just visualizing your abundant life, but taking one small physical action that aligns with that vision. If you're visualizing having enough money to be generous, practice generosity now with whatever you have, even if it's just a sincere compliment or helping someone in a small way. Trust is perhaps the most important practical element of manifesting abundance. This means trusting that the universe is always working on your behalf, even when you can't see immediate results. Trust that your new thoughts and feelings about money are creating changes in your life, even if those changes haven't fully manifested yet. Trust that you deserve abundance and that it's already on its way to you. As you continue on this beautiful journey of financial transformation, you may find that old patterns and doubts occasionally resurface. This is completely natural and nothing to worry about. Think of these moments not as setbacks, but as opportunities to strengthen your new abundance muscles and deepen your commitment to prosperity consciousness. When doubt arises, the first thing to remember is that feeling uncertain doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Doubt is often a sign that you're growing and changing, which can feel uncomfortable to the part of your mind that prefers familiar territory. Instead of fighting against doubt or feeling frustrated with yourself for having it, greet it with compassion and curiosity. One of the most common obstacles people face is what I call evidence addiction, constantly looking for external proof that the new beliefs are working before they're willing to fully commit to them. You might find yourself checking your bank account obsessively, looking for immediate signs that money is flowing, and feeling disappointed when you don't see instant results. Here's what I want you to understand. Transformation happens from the inside out, not the outside in. Your external financial circumstances are always reflecting your internal state, but there's often a time delay between changing your inner world and seeing those changes reflected in your outer world. This delay isn't a sign that the process isn't working. It's simply how change happens. During this time of transition, it's important to focus on how you feel rather than only on what you can see. Are you feeling more peaceful about money? Are you noticing more opportunities? Are you making different choices? Are you sleeping better at night? These internal shifts are the real evidence that transformation is happening. Another common obstacle is what I call worthiness wobbles, moments when you question whether you really deserve to have abundant wealth. These feelings often stem from old programming about money being somehow spiritual or virtuous to struggle financially. When these doubts arise, gently remind yourself that wanting to be financially abundant is a natural, healthy desire that allows you to take better care of yourself and contribute more to the world. Sometimes people worry that if they stop struggling with money, they'll become lazy or lose their motivation to grow and contribute. This fear comes from the mistaken belief that struggle is necessary for growth. The truth is that when you're financially secure and abundant, you're actually free to pursue your highest purpose and make your greatest contribution to the world. If you find yourself falling back into old patterns of worry or scarcity thinking, don't judge yourself harshly. Simply notice what's happening and gently guide your thoughts back to abundance. You might say to yourself, I notice I'm feeling worried about money right now. I choose to return to thoughts of prosperity and trust. Money flows to me easily and naturally. One particularly challenging obstacle can be the reactions of people around you as you begin to change your relationship with money. Some friends or family members might feel uncomfortable with your new abundance consciousness, especially if they're still struggling with their own money issues. They might make comments about your unrealistic goals or suggest that you're being too positive about money. Remember that other people's reactions to your growth are about their own fears and limitations, not about the truth of what's possible for you. Stay committed to your new beliefs while being compassionate toward others who aren't ready for their own financial transformation yet. You can love them while not allowing their fears to limit your own prosperity. Sometimes the obstacle is simply impatience. You might feel like the changes should be happening faster, or you might compare your progress to what you imagine others are experiencing. Financial transformation, like all meaningful change, happens in divine timing. Your job is to stay consistent with your new thoughts and feelings about money, while allowing the universe to orchestrate the perfect timing for your abundance to manifest. When challenges arise, return to the practices that help you feel abundant and prosperous. Take deep breaths, practice gratitude, speak your affirmations with feeling, and reconnect with the vision of your abundant life. These tools aren't just for good days. They're especially powerful during the moments when old patterns try to reassert themselves. Living as your wealthy self means embodying the energy and consciousness of abundance right now, regardless of what your current bank account shows. This isn't about pretending or living beyond your means. It's about carrying yourself with the confidence, generosity, and peace that come from knowing you're worthy of prosperity. When you live as your wealthy self, you make decisions differently. Instead of making choices based on fear and limitation, you make choices based on love and possibility. You invest in your growth and education because you know you're worth it. You treat yourself and others with generosity because you trust in the abundance of the universe. You speak with confidence about your goals and dreams because you believe they're possible. This way of being affects every area of your life. You walk taller, speak with more authority, and carry yourself with quiet confidence. You're not arrogant or showy. You're simply aligned with your own worth and the prosperity that's your birthright. People sense this energy and are naturally drawn to support and collaborate with you. Living as your wealthy self also means being generous with whatever you currently have, whether that's money, time, attention, or kindness. Generosity is one of the fastest ways to align yourself with abundance because it demonstrates your faith that there's always more where that came from. This doesn't mean giving away money you need for bills, but rather finding ways to be generous that feel good and sustainable to you. You might leave a larger tip than usual, buy coffee for the person behind you in line, donate to a cause you care about, or simply offer genuine compliments and appreciation to people in your life. Each act of generosity sends a message to the universe that you're someone who has enough to share, and the universe responds by bringing you more to share. Another aspect of living as your wealthy self is making decisions that honor your true desires rather than settling for less because you think you can't afford better. This might mean choosing higher quality items that last longer rather than cheap alternatives that need frequent replacement. It might mean investing in experiences that bring you joy rather than denying yourself because of money fears. When you truly embody wealth consciousness, you also become more discerning about how you spend your time and energy. You recognize that your time is valuable and you're selective about how you invest it. You're drawn to activities and relationships that support your growth and abundance, rather than those that drain your energy and reinforce limitation. Living as your wealthy self means trusting your intuition about financial decisions. When you're aligned with abundance, you have access to inner guidance that leads you toward prosperity. You might feel drawn to certain investments, opportunities, or partnerships without being able to explain why logically. Learning to trust and act on this inner guidance is a key part of creating lasting wealth. This way of being also includes taking excellent care of yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Wealthy consciousness recognizes that you are your most important asset, and investing in your health, happiness, and personal growth is the foundation of all other abundance. You eat nourishing food, get adequate rest, exercise in ways that feel good, and engage in activities that feed your soul. As you continue to embody your wealthy self, you'll notice that opportunities begin appearing more frequently. People will start offering you things, suggesting collaborations, or connecting you with resources you need. This isn't coincidence. It's the natural result of aligning your energy with abundance and prosperity. My beautiful, abundant soul, as we come to the end of our time together today, I want you to know how proud I am of you for taking this journey into financial transformation. The fact that you've stayed with me through this entire process shows your commitment to creating a better life for yourself, and that commitment is already beginning to create miracles in your world. You now have everything you need to shift your relationship with money from struggle to ease, from scarcity to abundance, from fear to trust. The one thought that changes everything, that money flows to you easily and naturally, is now planted in your consciousness like a beautiful seed that will grow and flourish with your continued attention and care. Remember that this transformation is not a destination, but a journey. There will be days when you feel completely aligned with abundance and days when old fears try to resurface. Both are perfectly normal parts of the process. What matters is that you now have the tools to return to prosperity consciousness whenever you need them. Every time you choose thoughts of abundance over thoughts of lack, you're voting for the life you truly want to live. Every time you feel gratitude for what you have, rather than focusing on what's missing, you're aligning yourself with more good things coming your way. Every time you treat yourself with the love and respect you deserve, you're telling the universe that you're ready to receive all the blessings it has waiting for you. The universe wants you to prosper. It wants you to have enough money to live comfortably, pursue your dreams, take care of your loved ones, and contribute to causes that matter to you. Your prosperity serves not just you, but everyone whose life you touch. When you're abundant and joyful, you naturally inspire others to believe in their own possibilities. Trust the process, sweet soul. Trust that your new thoughts about money are already creating changes in your life, even if you can't see them yet. Trust that the universe is orchestrating perfect opportunities and timing for your abundance to manifest. Trust that you deserve every good thing that's coming your way. As you go forward from this moment, carry with you the knowing that money is simply energy, and you are now aligned with that energy in a beautiful, positive way. You are worthy of abundance. You are deserving of prosperity. You are ready to receive all the financial blessings the universe has in store for you. Let's end together with this powerful affirmation that you can carry in your heart always. I am abundant. I am prosperous. Money flows to me easily and naturally from multiple sources. I am grateful for all the wealth that is mine now and all that is on its way to me. I am worthy of financial freedom, and I claim it now with love and joy. Feel these words settling into every cell of your body. Feel them becoming your new truth. Feel them opening doorways in your life that have been closed until now. You are abundant, my dear one. You always have been, and now you're finally remembering this beautiful truth about yourself. Go forward with confidence, with gratitude, and with the absolute knowing that your most abundant life is not only possible, it's inevitable. The universe is conspiring to bring you everything your heart desires, and you are ready to receive it all with open arms and a grateful heart. I love you, I believe in you, and I celebrate the magnificent abundance that is already flowing into your life. Until we meet again, be well, be prosperous, and be the abundant, radiant being you were born to be.